discovery of a lifeless body of a 5-year-old girl in a suspicious condition at Vaddem on Friday has left the community in shock and grief. According to SP South Goa Sunita Sawant, the initial findings revealed that froth was coming out of the nose of the deceased child. The body was taken to the sub-district hospital for further examination, where the doctors sadly pronounced her dead on arrival. The police are now actively investigating the matter to determine the exact cause of death. The tone of voice in this situation is one of solemnity and sadness, as the young girl's tragic death has left a heavy weight on the hearts of those involved. According to the police report, the 4 persons, whose identities have not been disclosed, all native of Karnataka, were found with the 85 liquor bottles in their possession. The bottles, which contain a variety of liquor brands, were seized along with 2 motorcycles with a combined value of 1,20,000 rupees. The suspects have been taken into custody and an investigation is underway to determine the source of the liquor and the reason for its possession. According to witnesses, the tourist driving the vehicle lost control and overturned after hitting an embankment. The group of tourists, who were from Bengaluru, blamed the poor lighting on the road for the mishap. Fortunately, all passengers were reported to be safe and no injuries were sustained. This incident serves as a reminder for the authorities to ensure proper lighting and road safety measures for the safety of all travelers. Stay connected for further updates. A youth, 21-year-old resident of St. Joe's Ariel, has been apprehended by the Manakaturi police on charges of rape. The accused, who was employed at a private firm, is suspected of sexually assaulting a 16-year-old school student from a neighboring village in Salkete. The victim's parents reported the incident to the authorities late Thursday night, prompting Lady Police Sub-Inspector Veronica Coutinho to lead the investigation. The police have registered the offence against the accused. The incident occurred in the busy streets of Panjim, creating a shocking scene for onlookers. The car sustained heavy damage and the electricity pole was uprooted from the impact. The driver's quick reaction and safety features of the car played a crucial role in minimizing the extent of the injuries, and have resolved to boycott the upcoming Lok Sabha elections as a form of protest. It is clear that this action has caused significant disruption and turmoil for the residents of Sangolda. The demolition squad on Friday was determined to take action against the 22 illegal structures at Sangolda on community property. With swift and calculated moves, the squad managed to demolish 14 of the structures by evening. However, their actions were not without consequences, as 3 persons were arrested and 1 person sustained serious injuries while trying to remove the roof tiles from their house. The residents of Sangolda have been left deeply affected by the demolition. This decision not only ensures that the sponsored family members have the means to support themselves in the UK, but also emphasizes the responsibility of the sponsor in providing for their relatives. It is important to acknowledge that this measure was implemented with the well-being of all parties involved in mind. By setting a standard for financial stability, the UK is demonstrating its commitment to responsible and sustainable immigration policies. In a recent incident, a resident of Seolim vented their frustration, stating, "When we approached the authorities to address the water shortage, they simply blamed the poor pipeline connecting to our area for the lack of water force. How is it that the new bungalow constructions in our village seem to have 24/7 water supply, while we struggle to even have water to drink and cook?" questioned the residents. It is simply unacceptable. The Seolim tree cutting case, Kalangute MLA Michael Lobo has deposed before the range forest officer and given his statement. Lobo has stated that the authorities are hesitant to speak up as the permission for tree cutting had already lapsed at the time when trees in Seolim were cut down. However, the affidavits sworn in the court paint a contradictory picture. This has raised suspicion and led to further scrutiny of the case. The incident on Friday evening, causing the rickshaw to overturn and the driver to sustain minor injuries. Eyewitnesses were shocked and worried as they rushed to help the injured driver and clear the road for other vehicles. The loud honking and chaos on the road only added to the tense atmosphere. It is yet to be determined who was at fault in this unfortunate accident. Panjim motorists are outraged and deeply concerned about the dangerous issue of fuel spillage on the main road near Ambedkar Garden, across from the KTC bus stand. A recent incident where a female rider from Porvorim slipped on the road due to spilled diesel oil is a clear example of the potential dangers that this issue presents. Luckily, firefighters were able to quickly respond and contain the situation, but this incident has raised serious red flags for the safety of all road users. The Union of Chinchanim villagers emerged victorious in an exciting match against Compassion FC in the Khelo India U13 girls football tournament. The match, played at the AstroTurf ground in Fatoda, was a closely contested one with both teams giving their all. But in the end, it was Karen D'Souza who proved to be the hero, scoring 2 goals for Union of Chinchanim villagers. Anali D'Souza also contributed to the team's victory by scoring another goal. The atmosphere was electric at Muntir Ground Lotolim on Thursday, as Margao Sports Club claimed victory in the inaugural match of the Lotoli Panchayat Cup. The match, organized by Socio-Cultural Club Lotolim, saw Margao Sports Club completely dominate their opponents, CAC Cansolim, with a convincing 4-0 win. Both teams displayed an attacking style of soccer, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. In the 6th minute, Aniket Naik's close miss was a clear indication of Nerul's determined gameplay. However, Embelim Sports Club, not one to be taken lightly, fought back with full force. The first half ended with a score of 0-0, with both teams eagerly waiting to break the deadlock. As the second half began, it was evident that both teams were hungry for a goal. In the 40th minute, an excellent cross from Nosh found Asfin, who brilliantly placed the ball into the back of the net, opening the scoring for Embelim. Just 5 minutes later, Asfin completed his hat-trick, beating the Nerul defense and goalkeeper to score his 3rd goal of the match. Despite their efforts, Nerul Sports Club was unable to penetrate Embelim's solid defense, and the regular time ended with a score of 3-0 in favor of Embelim Sports Club. The game began the crowd cheering. As the players ran for 28 minutes, the battle went on, both teams fighting to prove they were strong, but in the end, it was Geardolim who scored. Sildan Pixito, the hero adored with a netter so brilliant, it sealed the deal for a victory that was heartfelt and real. As the final whistle blew, the crowd erupted in cheer. Geardolim Club, triumphant, they had no fear for late Sebastião Cirilo Dias, they had won their victory. A tribute to the legacy. Mr. Norman Dias, the man of the match, his skills and determination did not go unmatched as he received his award. It was a display of sportsmanship and the spirit within in memory of late Sebastião Cirilo Dias. This game was played with passion.